Hi everyone, my name is Cahaya Sakina Putri. You can call me Aya. And this is how the story of how English slowly became a part of my life. It's not a perfect or linear journey, but it's something that shaped who I am today. And yeah, so my first real encounter with English was through television. I watched shows like Gumball and Victorious on Indovision, and even though I didn't understand most words, the colors, stories, and characters made English feel fun. In elementary school, English became more than just entertainment. My teacher introduced me basic vocabulary, songs, and simple conversation. It was the first time I realized English was actually a subject I could learn, not just something I heard on TV. Growing up as Japanese Indonesian, English felt like this string, foreign thing. Sometimes it was confusing, it was intimidating, and sometimes it's funny. But slowly I started picking up simple words and understanding that English could open new doors for me to learn. Later, I joined Kumon. It wasn't glamorous, but it taught me discipline, and doing worksheets again and again helped me build a foundation, even though I didn't appreciate it at that time. Looking back, it really pushed me forward. I'm grateful for it. Things that keep me going. Another big part of my journey is my family. My cousins and relatives have always created an environment where I feel safe, supported, and loved. Even during stressful time, being around them reminds me why I want to keep learning and becoming better. At some point, something clicked. English stopped feeling like a burden and started becoming enjoyable. I began noticing progress, understanding jokes, and feeling proud of myself. That small shift changed everything, like how I used to hate English and now I like it. And then I start to listening Western music. Songs really help me learn expression, pronunciation, and emotions that textbooks never taught at all. Through music, I learned how English could feel, not just how it should sounded like. Once I got comfortable with English, I became eager to learn more, whether through reading, writing, or watching movies or shows. I wanted to explore English beyond school. And actually, it became something I willingly chased, not something that just assigned to me. As I learned more English, it has broadened the way I think. It exposes me to new ideas, different cultures, and alternative ways of expressing myself. I realize language isn't just grammar, it's another way to see the world. And then the influence of social media. Social media also played a big role in my life. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube turned English into a daily habit. Whether through memes, creators, or comments, I practice without even realizing it. And then I was discovered the slangs. At first, everything sounded chaotic, but I slowly learned what valid, based, mid, or risk actually meant. Slang made English feel alive, more modern, and definitely more fun. And then, because of this mixed influence, I naturally start code mixing, switching between Indonesian or Japanese and English without noticing. It became a way to express emotion more precisely, especially in writing and texting. As I grew more confident, my grades started reflecting it. Getting good scores in English reassured me that all my experience, TV, music, courses, social media, actually mattered and built something real inside me. And then finally, the biggest milestone in my life, getting accepted into UNESA. It felt like the proof that my English journey wasn't wasted, that every small step, every moment of doubt, and every lesson led me here in my life. And then there was a point where English slowly became part of my daily conversation. I started texting in English without even trying, especially when expressing deeper feelings. It felt easier, more natural, and sometimes more honest than using Indonesian to me. Later than that, I learned about IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet. At first, it looked like a secret alien code, but it helped me understand English pronunciation more clearly. It made English sound less scary and more technical. As I practiced more and more and more, I became comfortable writing in English. Even in casual posts or emotional moments, I didn't worry about sounding perfect anymore. I just expressed myself. That comfort was a big milestone in my journey. Over time, I saw real improvement. My writing became clearer, my vocabulary grew, and expressing my thoughts in English felt natural. Looking back at my old posts, I can see how much I've grown. Slowly, but definitely. And sure, and that's all. That's my English journey. It is messy, personal, and still ongoing, but each step shaped who I am today. Thank you for listening, and I hope my story reminds you that learning a language is a process that we grow through, not something we perfect instantly.